I have been asked for many times about my background and country, as I have been an international student in different universities. You might also encounter a person and ask his or her originality, and the response might be, I'm Persian. Then you may ask, where is Persia? Tell me more about it. In this introductory presentation, which is comprised of 3 parts, I will try to briefly introduce you to more than 7,000 flourishing historic years of Persia, the cradle of civilization, one of the biggest empires in the world. I have designed this introductory presentation into 3 parts. In the first part, we will have a short talk about the great history of Persia and background of the Persian people. In the second part, we will have a look at a few astonishing natural, architectural, and artistic places in Iran. And finally, I'm going to introduce you to a few influential Persian people to the world. I'm sure you will be amazed when you know more about Persia. So, let's go and see what I have prepared for you on these topics. By the way, if you found this video interesting, you can like, subscribe, and share to your friends. Please also provide your comments that will help us to improve our future videos according to your feedback. Alright, let's see the first part of this introductory presentation. In this section, we want to have a glance through the flourishing history of the Persian Empire and give you a brief introduction about one of the biggest empires in humankind history. Although Persia has more than 7,000 years of history, when we talk about Persia, we usually mean the Achaemenids or Haqamanasyan Empire in the 6th century BC. As you see, the Persian Empire covered a very large territory containing many of current countries such as Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Iran, Azerbaijan, Georgia, Turkey, Greece, Bulgaria, Romania, Moldova, Ukraine, Iraq, Syria, some part of Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Lebanon, Palestine, Israel, Egypt, Libya, United Arab Emirates, and Oman. Should consider that most of the world in that era were separated tribes and not a big empire like this. Cyrus or Kurosh was the king of Achaemenids and founded the big empire, the first tolerant empire in the world. When historians say that the Persian was the first tolerant empire in the world, it is because of this undeniable evidence of Cyrus Cylinder, which is also known as Cyrus Bill of Human Rights. The importance of tolerance among different religions and cultures is evident, especially nowadays that unfortunately we have several wars in some part of that region. We know that Cyrus was the one who freed the Jews from captivity in Babylonia so they could return to their homelands in Palestine. Actually, Achaemenids' empire is the first example of international religious freedom in the known history of mankind. Here are some other achievements of Achaemenid Empire. From engineering perspective, building a canal between the Red Sea and the Nile in Egypt. From health and environmental perspective, anticipating the modern Suez Canal. From the communication perspective, constructing more than 2,500 kilometers of highway. To mention some of their other achievements, we can say standardizing weights and measures for easier trade and economic activities, systemized taxes, and ruling the empire based on law. These were just a few achievements of Persian people in Achaemenid's era. Here we are going to review a very short list of dynasties described as Persian or Iranians. As you see, the enormous empire has shrunk to current borders named Iran. This has not happened easily, and lots of wars have happened. Unfortunately, the wars are still running. Sadly, you hear every now and then that several people have died due to different conflicts in the Middle East. Although Iran does not suffer from war in this region at the moment, various local and global powers are trying to divide this territory. Unfortunately, innocent people are suffering there. Anyhow, even after drawing imaginary borders on maps in this region, all of these countries have lots of common cultures due to the long time living together and cultural exchange. I wish wisdom and tolerance for this region again. I think now we have a brief knowledge about the history of Persia, and I guess that's enough for the first part of this introductory video. Here are some of the references I've used for preparation of this presentation. You can refer to them to get more information about history of Persia. Very well. This was the first part of my presentation about the introduction to Persia. Thank you very much for your consideration. In the next part, I will introduce you to the beautiful sightseeing of Persia. I guess you will be surprised by the astonishing natural, architectural, and artistic places of Iran. Therefore, I invite you to watch the next video as well. Anyway, if you found this video interesting, please like it. By subscribing our channel, you can also get informed about our latest videos as well. Please also provide your comments that we can improve our next products. Thank you again for your time and consideration. See you later.